Hello everyone. Today we start a unit second, nuclear detectors. Okay. In first unit we learn the particle accelerators. Then in that we learn the cyclotron, synchrocyclotron, betatron. These are the particle accelerators. Okay. In this unit we learn the nuclear detectors. Okay. What are the nuclear detectors? Which are them? The in that the content of the unit is the introductory part, then the ionization chamber, GM counter, photomultiplier tube, scintillation detector, Cherenkov radiation, Cherenkov detectors, then Wilson cloud chamber and semiconductor detector. Okay. Today we start with the introductory part. Okay. See, there are the nuclear processes like the nuclear disintegration, nuclear transmutation, nuclear reactions and the properties of the elementary particles. We need to know which particles are involved, the particles involved in the nuclear reactions, and what is the energy of these particles, then the momentum of the particles we have to know. Okay, for this the accurate methods of the particle detectors are of the paramount importance as they can provide all such significant informations. Okay, see, to understand a various nuclear processes like the nuclear disintegration, nuclear transmutation, nuclear reactions and the properties of the elementary particles, we need to know the particles involved and their energy and the momentum. Okay, for these detectors are used. The interactions of the particles with the matter are used in designing a different detectors. We also call that the counters. The interactions of the particles with a matter are used in designing a different detectors or the counters. The devices which use the property of the particles to ionize the gas are the ionization chamber, GM counter, that is the Giger-Muller counter, cloud chamber, etc. These are the devices which use the property of the particles. Which property? The ionization of gas. In cloud chamber, the particle track is made visible, whereas in ionization chamber and the GM counter, an electric signal is developed by a particle passing through them. See, in cloud chamber, the particle track is made visible, whereas in ionization chamber and in GM counter, the electric signal is developed by a particle passing through them. The charged particles, what are the charged particles? The electron, positrons, protons, alpha particles, these are the charged particles because they have some charge. The electrons have the negative charge, positrons have the positive charge, protons have the positive charge. Hence, these are called the charged particles. They can directly ionize the medium. But in the neutral particles like the neutrons, neutrions, photons can produce a ionizing charged particles on collision with the atoms or the molecules of the medium, and thereby the neutral particles develop a signal indirectly. The charged particle directly ionize the medium, but the neutral particles can produce a ionizing charged particles on collision with the atoms or the molecules of the medium, and thereby the neutral particles develop a signal indirectly. The charged particles interact with the charged particles interact with the orbital electrons of the atoms or the molecules of the medium. The impulse of these interactions is proportional to the charge q on the particle and the time t it spent in the neighborhood of the particles of the medium. That is, the ionization ability of the given charge depends on its velocity. If the smaller is the velocity, more is the interaction time, and hence more is the ionizing ability. See, if the velocity is smaller, the interaction time is more and the ability of the ionizing is more. An ionizing particle possessing a sufficient energy can remove an orbital electron, leaving behind a positive ion. Thus, the ionizing particle loses the energy on producing an ion pair. By producing an ion pair, the ionizing particle loses its energy. So at the end of their path, energy is sufficient to ionize the medium. Thus the electrons moving very fast produces a very few ion pairs per unit length. Okay, whereas alpha particles moving relatively slow can produce a more number of ion pairs per unit path length. Thus the observation of the particle tracks provides a information about the energy of the particles. Okay, some energetic particles like passing through a transparent medium, it produces a visible light. See, some energetic particles passing through a transparent medium, it produces a visible light called the Cherenkov radiation. This forms a principle of Cherenkov detectors. We will learn it in detail. Okay, some particles excite fluorescence in certain materials, and hence the scintillation counters which is coupled with the photomultiplier tube are used to detect and count such particles. Okay, we learn it in scintillation detectors. This is the overall the introductory part of the nuclear detectors. Okay, in next we learn the ionization chamber in next class. Okay, I hope you all get it, the introductory part of the nuclear detectors. Okay, thank you.